This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping the foot on the X. We keeping the foot on the X, and like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying unlimited pressure. Because pressure does aid bursts pipes. I just love comments in the comment section. A lot of times I can get videos off of that. Let me say it again. I love comments in the comment section. The reason why I love it is because I can get videos off of that. He knows the sport is like Jay-Z, dog. I'm just one take. All I need to see is one line of comment or just a title somewhere that don't make no sense, and then I could just create a whole fucking video off of that. Like I said, like Jay-Z, dog, I'm one take. But anyways, let's get on to it. Papa Legba and Esau is the devil. I'm gonna salute these brothers. I'm gonna salute these guys because Papa Legba lately has been impressing Hino's sport. Because he says the most cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth-telling fashion. See, being an independent free thinker means to be fully who you are. And Papa Legba has been identifying himself that way. Esau is the devil, is who he is, at his truest and his most prosperous levels. So he gets credit for that. Sometimes he finch straddles, and sometimes he has to get eaten and murked by Hino's sport. But he's been on the right wave of things as of late. They both had an interesting back and forth in my last Gervonta Tank Davis video. They both made great points. Let's talk about the great points they made. They said, Esau the Devil said, man, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to clean out the lightweight division by 2024. Hino's sport salutes him and gives him the emphatic agreement on that. Papa Legba said, yeah, Hino's sport, man. Gervonta Tank Davis included, none of these guys could see the old 135 pounders, i.e. the Pernell Whitakers, Sweet Pea, i.e. Floyd Money Mayweather, who was Pretty Boy Floyd at the time, i.e. Roberto Duran. They couldn't see these guys. I have to agree with that. Because those guys were just cut from a different cloth. They were on a different level. But Gervonta Tank Davis can hang with any one of those guys. Because Gervonta Tank Davis is special in of his own right. Remember, he is the Minnie Mouse iteration of Roy Jones Jr. athleticism meets Mike Tyson's power, sprinkled with the pool counter extraordinary ability of Floyd Money Mayweather. Gervonta Tank Davis is special. But where I agree with Papa Legba is Gervonta Tank Davis did show a history of him being lazy as fuck. But he's fixed that. He's turned that bad boy around. And since he's done that and he's been as focused as ever and he fell his ass completely under Floyd Money Mayweather, now he's crispier than a fucking three-piece. This is the problem with Devin Haney. See, Devin Haney needs to learn from Gervonta Tank Davis. When you get away from Mayweather, bad things happen. Let me say it again. When you get away from Mayweather, bad things happen. But when you fall your ass completely under Mayweather, you bend the proverbial fucking knee, which is a problem that people have. Because when someone is in the vantage point, you have to bend the proverbial fucking knee. There's just no two ways around that. Look where Gervonta Tank Davis is at now. Look at his performance against Leo Santa Cruz. Mayweather, that was Mayweather all day, every day. Mayweather prepared him through and through, put his ass through the ringer, make sure he was in shape, meeting all of his weight guidelines. A focused and a dedicated Gervonta Tank Davis is lethal as fuck. And he can't hang with the old school. But Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be capped off, I believe, at 140. I can't see him going any higher than that, and it's only because his height is going to be an issue. Shit, he looked like he's even shorter than fucking Vasily Lomachenko. So Gervonta Tank Davis will make it to 140, and I believe that's where he's going to actually be challenged. The question is, who at 140 is going to push him? If there is no competition there, then Gervonta Tank Davis is going to go through another weight class where he's just going to steamroll and bulldoze and freaking have his way with his opponents. But it's clear as this, 135 is shit. I said that in my last video, and I'm going to hold serve on what I say, because remember, when we say something, we're men and women with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. And we double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude. And we don't backtrack. We don't finch straddle. We say shit with absolution and resolution. I'm not impressed with 135. You have a super duper hype job variation in Teofimo Lopez, which is a fraud job. A guy who won a bribery and a robbery from Vasily Lomachenko. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, and as fight fans, we should be talking about the fucking rematch. You have a Devin Haney, a little Devin capping ass Haney, who has chinks in the armor, throws a choppy overhead right, doesn't understand that Bill Haney is demolishing his boxing career. when in actuality he should be falling his ass completely, utterly, and submitting and bending the proverbial fucking knee and kissing the ring like they do with the Pope added with Floyd Money Mayweather, so he can be crispier than a 3-piece. You got Ryan Garcia, who all he needs to do is get hit on the fucking chin and it's over for him. The only other person who would have made sense at 135 if he was there was Shakur Stevenson. Because to me, the rivalry is going to be Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Because Shakur's the only one that has the prerequisites. Even though right now he would still get knocked the fuck out by Gervonta Tank Davis, he's closing the gaps. And he knows the sport is seeing that very clearly. In another 2 to 3 years, we ain't gonna be talking about Tank just knocking this motherfucker out. We're gonna be talking about a real fight in our hands. And if fight fans are using the true boxing eye test, they would know this. Again, that's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the X. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the X. When it's all said and done, Gervonta Tank Davis, like Papa Legba said, is a guy who is a man amongst boys. He is talented, but where I disagree with Papa Legba is he's no longer lazy. He once was, but he ain't. He's dedicated and focused as ever. And Gervonta Tank Davis is going to make noise. You notice, not only Gervonta Tank Davis reported 2 weeks after his fight into training camp, which is what the max number is supposed to be. He's in training camp with Adrian Broner, getting Adrian Broner ready. The bullshit and fuck shit, Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't doing this. But a dedicated and focused Gervonta Tank Davis understands this, that he needs to keep his ass within weight all year round. And I haven't seen Gervonta Tank Davis blow up into a fat motherfucker since the Leo Santa Cruz fight. So that's a very fucking good sign. But Esau the Devil, I give you a salute of the damn day because you are right. Gervonta Tank Davis gonna blow the fucking competition out the water. So he knows the sport can say, and a prediction king strikes him. And a prediction king strikes again, because when it's all said and done, what did he know the sport told you motherfuckers? That Gervonta Tank Davis was going to run 135. And what has happened? He's running 135. And that Gervonta Tank Davis, all roads leads through him. And what has happened? All roads are leading through him. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.